What's good, YouTube? Price Action Keem here from the Warriors. Price Action Warriors to be exact. Alright. It's been a while. Sorry for the wait. But we here. We ain't going nowhere. Yeah, I'm trying to say. So today we're gonna get into crypto, the stock market, commodities, which is gold, silver, oil, and we're gonna get into some currencies like the US dollar. Mainly the US dollar. Because I mean the euro and all that, you gotta worry about our currency. Because the most of the people that's probably watching this transact with US dollars. So we're gonna look at the US dollar. Okay. But first, let's get into crypto. I'm not gonna take too much of your time. Get straight to the point. All right. Let's get to crypto. So what do we have here? This is a total crypto market cap. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, every crypto in one. We can track every crypto in one chart right here. All right. So we're looking at a crypto weekly chart. All right. So as we can see, crypto was going crazy ever since 2023. Okay. As you can see, we trend up right here. Trend up. Make that nice and thick. Okay. Then we trend up right here again. And we trend up again over here. Okay. So uptrend. Okay. And then what shifted? What made the trend stop going up? Okay. Well, I can see right here. We got a level. Okay. See how price it goes, but then comes back, goes, comes back, and then it fails to make new highs. That's a red flag. Okay. When price is making higher lows and higher highs, you're in an uptrend. When it's making lower lows and lower highs, you're in a downtrend. And look, we failed to take our highs up here. Okay, let's zoom in so we can even see better. Okay. So yeah. So I'm gonna mark this dark red because that's a weekly level. Okay. And even over here on the daily, we can draw daily levels now. Daily level. Okay. And you can even see we got a head and shoulders pattern right here. That's the left shoulder. You got a weird double head right here. Then even a double shoulder. Okay. And then what happens? You close below that shoulder. I mean that neckline. Then you come and retest it. Look, lower high. See how price comes up, it fails to take out this high. Even right here. Price comes up right here, fails to take out this high, comes down. Goes, it's just showing weakness ever since Bitcoin's been weak. Well, crypto's been weak ever since 3.59 trillion. Okay, trillion, T with a T, $1 trillion. Okay, we're looking at trillions of dollars right now. That's what we're looking at. Okay, trillions. Okay, close below. That triggers a big pattern, and look, you start a downtrend. Okay, we can even add an EMA in here for the lagging indicator, guys. Look, confluence, big red candle close below neckline of a head and shoulders top pattern. Then you retest the neckline with and the EMA at the same time. This is a 200 EMA too. This is a trend EMA. Also, look, when we are above it, we're trending upwards. When we're below it, like back here in what? 2022? Yeah. You get below it, and then look, it shows a downtrend. Look, we faked above it over here, okay? But it just, you can tell over here, it made like a little double top, okay? 1, 2, close below, failed to get it back above the EMA and the neckline, goes back down, okay? But we don't rely on EMAs. That's a lagging thing, but it just shows you, I'm just showing you confluence, which means we get multiple things telling you the same thing. That's what a confluence is, okay? So let's get rid of that. You retest, then when the retest too is a bearish setup. You get a bearish engulfing lower high retest of the EMA and the neckline. Boom. So anybody that was, oh, crypto's going up, it's going up. Bro, you don't know how to read the price. When you learn how to read the price, then you can tell me crypto's going up. Okay? You don't know how to read the price, don't speak on it. Everybody be chit-chatting like they know what's going on. Oh, it's because of Trump, Epstein, and this and that. It's like, bro, I'm not hearing that, bro. I don't want to hear none of that shit, okay? That shit's cap. The price is your best friend. That's why I named the shit Price Action Warriors, okay? Because the price action, and what is price action? You're just literally watching the price move on the chart, okay? The price lets you know before. And who's in control of the price? The big boys that control the whole world and control all the money, okay? But anyway, I don't want to get too deep into that shit. The point is, the trend shifted up here since 3.5 trillion, almost 3.6 trillion. All right, and then you just keep doing bad shit. You mean, look, you make a bear flag right here. This is a bear flag setup, okay? Bear flag setup, okay? Then what happens? You can measure the move, okay? That's a flagpole, and the flagpole, you put it to the high of the whole flag, and look, it went straight to target, right? It went straight to target on point. You mean? So what's the point of this video? To let you know right now, crypto still look weak. It still look weak, okay? It was looking good right here. But look, if we got a big green candle close above this daily level, but you reject the weekly level, okay? The weekly. Let me make that dark red. Dark red is weekly. Purple is monthly. Okay, let's look at month real quick. Purple is monthly. All right, here's your purple. Okay. So yeah, look, you got 2 days for the weekly. This looks like a retest of this double top. This could be a double top. Okay. Is it guaranteed? No, of course it's not. But so far, you look like a double top, and you're retesting it with a nice wick rejection of the level. Okay. Nice wick rejection of that level. Hold on, there you go. All right. And honestly, you've been consolidating in here. You still got this monthly level over here. We almost touched that monthly level. We didn't touch it yet. Price can literally come back down to the monthly level. All right. But for now, you gotta focus on this little price action over here. It looks like we got a little flag set up again. All right. Looks like you got another flag set up. Well, you can say rising wedge, all that shit. If it sounds like Chinese, don't worry. You will learn more if you click the link and become a price action warrior. All right. And what could be a target if this is a flag setup? So, okay. The same thing we did before. You measure the flagpole. And where could crypto go? We can see crypto come to 1.55 trillion. That's another, how much percent loss? Let's see right now. From right here. Where we're at right now. That's another 32% loss. $752 billion leaving cryptocurrency. It's a possibility. But we still got monthly level and weekly level over here. And usually to break through those levels, you need a nice consolidation, like something like this, or a triangle or flag to build pressure to trigger a sell-off, or if we're in the uptrend, a nice move up. All right. So that's how crypto's looking. All right. So crypto right now doesn't look too enthusiastic for the upside at the moment. So for the people that want crypto to go up, you need more confirmation, okay? Now, if you get a close above that, if you regain this weekly level with a nice, if you get something like this, let me draw it real quick. Say this is a right shoulder, then we come over here, make a head, then make another shoulder or something. That will be better, okay? Because then that can send crypto back up over here to 3 trillion. Or you can just set up a double bottom too. All right, set up something like that. Then get above that and then fly up. Then crypto is safe. But for now, the seller's been in control since up here. Okay. And let's look at how much crypto is down. Matter of fact, crypto is down. Well, let's go all the way to the recent low. Ever since that top, crypto's lost $2 trillion, 51%, almost 52%. All right. So crypto is just looking a little sick right now. That's not the money maker. Let's look at gold though. Gold is another story, okay? And remember, we told everybody about gold down here. All right. We told everybody about gold down here. Your gold jewelry went up in value. Your gold stocks. Anything gold, anything that has to do with gold went up in value. All right. Okay. Gold went up in value. All right. So ever since right here, we're looking at a monthly, on the monthly. Okay. Look, you fail to get above this purple line, which is a monthly level, basically $2,000 an ounce. We can average it to. You get above, you consolidate. You don't take out the low, you stay above it. You stay above the purple line, you hold it, okay? Making higher lows, and then see you later, all right? And this looks like a continuation. You can say like a continuation head and shoulder, but I would say like cup and handle. It doesn't matter. The point is the price went above the level. It retests the level with a higher low. It doesn't get back below, and it continues up, okay? You just follow the price. That's it. There's no new, oh, it's because of this. I'm telling you, that new shit, I don't care about news, bro. You can tell me, oh, did you hear about this? No, I didn't hear. I didn't hear about it. No, I didn't. I don't care about it. You know what I mean? That's not giving me valuable information. The price gives me information every trip. So, and look at gold ever since then. Gold, right? Ever since that level flip, gold is up 180% in value. Let's look at gold in history. Never been that high. Gold used to be $36 an ounce in the 70s, $35 an ounce. Look at that. You want to bet against that? If you were smart, you'd be like, damn, gold long term goes up. You would buy gold. Anything gold coins, just stack it. Money's cool. I'm gonna show you the dollar, and you're gonna see why money's cool. But it's like you gotta invest the money. Don't just sit on it. You'll say if you got 100,000 saved, in a few years, your 100,000 is gonna spend less than 100,000. Oh, but it's 100,000. It's like, yeah, I know, but because of inflation, your 100,000 is probably gonna spend like 50, 60K. It's not really 100,000 because everything else went up in price. You know what I mean? That's why you invest in gold and shit that's about to go up. You focus on the price action, you get in. You know what I mean? So let's zoom in on gold. How's gold doing? Okay, she definitely been going crazy. She could pull back, but like I said, the trend, look, even on the weekly, look over here, price had trouble. Price had trouble over here. It super went up, then dumped. Then look, price magically got back above and it's been tiptoeing. But now look, this is this week. This week, it's definitely having trouble. She's definitely zigzagging around here. That's why I got this range drawn. Okay. Gold looks like it's just gonna keep bouncing in between. Let me draw that level. 46, 47 an ounce and 5,600 an ounce. So basically $1,000 price range. Price is basically bouncing in between. Okay, that's what's going on with gold at the moment. Okay, daily. Even on the daily, look at that. She had a W set up. Okay, she had a nice little W right here. She had a target of she had a target of basically going to retest that weekly level, but this is also a daily level. Okay, we front ran the daily level, and even you can even pull out a fib tool, Fibonacci. Okay, she technically she basically rejected the Fibonacci, the 78.6% retracement. As soon as it got over there, like they literally went and then just rejected. So it's a valid retracement. Okay, Not all targets get made. Okay. You gotta look at the context of the market. Just because you got a setup doesn't mean it's gonna it's going to my set. No, it doesn't care about your setup. The market conditions can change. Okay. It was a valid W bottom. Okay. You never know. It can still go there too. Cause look, it's technically holding that W level. See, this is the W. Look, the level right here was that 5,095 an ounce. You're still holding it. Okay. So it can still go there. But when you zoom in, she also looks like, let me see something real quick. Let's go to 4 hour. On the 4 hour, she looks like she can be setting up a weird little head and shoulders too in here. Something like that. Ooh. Okay. If it gets under here and fails to get back above, yeah, facts. Gold can definitely take a breather. You can see gold. You can see gold come back to 47.89 an ounce. Okay. And now let's do something. Watch this. Let's see what type of retracement we to get. All you do is pull it from the low. That would be a 61.8% retracement. Okay. Especially if it comes down here and it gets back above this daily low right here. This would be the daily low. Then the uptrend is still intact. Okay. The uptrend is still intact. If it comes down and shoots back up above this level. All right. And what can that set up? You can get something like this. You can get something like this. Let me draw the target again. See if that was the neckline. Yeah, you can get something like this, okay? And what would that be? It'll be a triangle setup, all right? And if we do get a triangle on gold, we can see, depending where it breaks out, I won't even use that because there's no triangle yet, so you can't even really do that. I'll pull a fib though. We'll do a fib the other way. We can see gold potentially 6,500 an ounce, okay? But obviously you got to clear highs and shit levels, okay? That would just be a realistic target for gold, all right? So gold can keep going. Gold is not done going up until it sets up a top on a weekly, monthly, especially daily. All right, you need multiple time frames to say, all right, this is done. We're gonna take a break. We're not getting under that yet. Still an uptrend. Yeah, we didn't make a lower high, but you didn't take out no low. You didn't take out no lows yet on the daily. You didn't take out no lows yet on the daily. Okay, so that's gold. Let's look at silver. So silver, I got in this like little, you could say wedge flag setup. All right. But same thing with silver. It's not taking out no daily lows yet. Okay. This is the daily low right here. This is the daily low. Yeah, we're over here zigzagging, chopping. She is cooling off a little bit. Okay. You can even say she had like a weird topping pattern over here. And look, she's starting to make lower highs too. See? Okay. She's not taking out this high right here. But if she takes out that high, she's going to retest that high. But if it fails to take out that high, that's a lower high. She can set up a little triangle and she can dump. Okay. But she's going to follow gold. Silver, all the metals follow gold. Gold is the king of all the metals. Just like Bitcoin is the king of all the cryptos. Unless you get alt season. But you're not getting alt season without QE. What's QE? Quantitative easing. What's quantitative easing? When the central bank of the America prints money out of nothing. We haven't had that since COVID. That's why all coins, Ethereum, and all that shit has been hurting like Steve Burton for certain. You know what I mean? That's what it is. So, all right, that's silver. Let's look at dollar, and then we can look at the stock market. So dollar, She's in a our currency's in a fishy position because she broke a trend line, but this could have been a fake move. But she's also, look, this, if we close like this today, that's a lower high. Okay, we went above this high, but we're back below. That's a lower high, and she already set up a double top. Okay, you can just say whatever, triple top, quadruple top. The point is, you keep return moving to $100 US dollar index price. Okay, and this is a basket. This is versus a basket of other currencies: euro, British pound, all that. All right, that's what it's mainly for. But as we can see, as the dollar's going down, gold is going up. And usually when the dollar goes down, Bitcoin goes up. But Bitcoin and crypto is just, they're just doing their own thing right now. Okay, but regardless, okay, this top pattern. Now you got to continue. I got like a, yeah, it's like a triangle. This is a descending triangle. Okay, you close below the neckline, you make a lower highs, you can't get back above. Yes, this thing can definitely come revisit over here. But I definitely have a monthly area down here. This is technically the monthly lows all the way down here. That's the monthly low. Okay, and this is technically a little monthly level right here, because price respected that level for 2 months. Okay, 2 months price respected. Look, price come touch it, it bounced real quick. But it was on a strong level. Okay, strong level is when you have months of price. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4 months respect this level. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 months respect this area, which is 89. Okay, so definitely dollars most likely to go to that area if we don't hold this area. Okay, or even this, could we even have price holding this level for like 2 months? Yeah. So our currency is definitely not looking good, the US dollar. And when the dollar goes down, that means the price of other things go up. So we're looking at inflation basically. Gas, oil. Okay, look at oil. Everybody's gonna say, oh, it's because the war. But it's like, yeah, I know the war, but price has been in a wedge set up for a long time, as we can see. Okay, since technically 2022, 4 years later, finally, look, we get a close above. 4 years later, we get a close above the trend line, and she shoots up. And look, she's pausing at a weekly level. Weekly level right there. Why is it a weekly level? Because price rejected it. It got above this weekly level. But let's also look at monthly. Oh, look at that. It's also a monthly level right there. Boom. Makes sense. This was also a monthly level, but you got above it. We still got 25 days to see what oil does before the month closes. Okay, this is the importance of monthly or multiple time frame analysis. You want to look at multiple time frames, and you want a price to agree on all time frames. So if you trade it, and you have a higher probability of being right. Okay, because this is a probability. When you trade and invest, it's all probabilities. Nothing's guaranteed. Yeah, gold, stocks, long term go up, but for short term purposes, you want to have the probabilities in your favor to make money right now. Long term, yes, you're gonna make money if you hold and invest for long term, but nothing's still guaranteed at that point. But yeah, oil's definitely chilling at a. I can draw this purple because that's a monthly level, which is $93 an ounce. Once she gets above that, oh yeah, she can come back up here, and we can see $116 oil again. Last time that was that high was 2022. All right, so let's look at stock market, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. I don't want to take too much of your time. We've already been running for a little while. Let's go look at the Dow Jones. Oh, look at Dow Jones. She's not looking good. She's not looking good. Draw the monthly level. Boom. All right. So this is a monthly level. How low can she go? She can definitely come revisit this area. Let's look at the weekly. Yeah, weekly, she's just sick. Okay. She just took out that weekly level right there. And now 43 minutes, we're gonna get a weekly close. Yeah, that's like, okay, this is technically the real low, but we did take out these mini lows. Okay, this is the real low right here though. Okay, so let me draw that. And what's that price level? $46,281. Dow Jones. Dow Jones is 30 of the industrial stocks of America. So just think about industrial companies, the big ones. Yeah, 30 of them all in this. Okay. And let's see. She does have a slight wick reaction in between the 618 and the 786. So it makes sense why it's trying to find support around here. Because she basically, this is saying she basically dropped almost 78%, which is a pretty good sell off. And that's just from that swing, from this low to that high. So from this recent low to that high, she almost dropped 78% in price. Okay. So look at the daily. Yeah, even on the daily, look, she got, this looks like a weird Head and Shoulders I'm seeing now. Look, a little double shoulder, big ass head, quick right shoulder, and yeah, she's below, but she is reacting off these daily lows over here. Okay, but yeah, if that is a Head and Shoulders, Dow Jones can drop. Well, let's go from where it's currently at. She can drop another 4%, $2,000 in price. Okay, you don't want to see, like, let's go to monthly. See where the low is at. Technically, the low, look, Dow Jones can pull back like a mother. That's what I'm saying. Dow Jones can pull back like a motherfucker. Okay, the low is down here. This is the close. I mean, the low is down here, but the close. This rest on the monthly chart. That's what matters. This is. It can literally come all the way over here, and look, we even got a FVG over here. FVG, you learn more about that when you click the link. You got a FVG in here. Okay. Let's pull out another fib. Yeah, that would be a 50% retracement from the low from April of last year. Yeah, 50% drop is realistic. Okay, considering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 months of up. Yeah, she can definitely cool off, bro. You know what I mean? She can definitely cool off. Okay, so that's Dow Jones analysis. Okay, nothing's guaranteed. I'm just showing you realistic expectations of where the price can go in the market. Let's go look at S&P 500. S&P, same thing. She had like 1, 2 red months, but Dow Jones was just freaking out. S&P is 500 of the blue chip stocks of America. All right, she's over here. Look at S&P's dancing with a weekly level right now. Or was that a daily level? Yeah, it might be a daily because it's black. Yeah, it's messing with a daily level right now. Yep, she is messing. Look at that. What's that? Is that a Head and Shoulders with a weird? Yeah, this could be a left shoulder, weird looking head with a right shoulder, big right shoulder. Okay, we get a close below that neckline. Right now it's safe, but the fact that it keeps return moving to that price level, when price return moves to a level too many times, especially like 3, 4 times, is most likely to break the level, whether it's up or down. Okay, but right now she's safe. Okay, she ends up breaking that level. We can see S&P or revisit this level over here. Okay, This is a daily chart. So yeah, price can basically lose 4%. All right. Now one more chart, and I'm gonna end this off. Let's look at Nasdaq. 100 of the tech companies of America. See, I already have shit drawn. Same thing over here. Shit, even this could be the neckline low key right here. Yeah. Never know, that could be the neckline. The point is, stock market and crypto definitely need some milk. You know what I mean? They need some milk. They don't look that good. The setups ain't good for upside. But if you know how to short, like price action warriors, meaning betting on it going down, you're good. You got mad downside to make money. Okay? Even Nasdaq's still fresh. She's still fresh meat. She can drop 11%, $2,700 in price. All right. So yeah, basically what the Dow, S&P, and the Nasdaq is saying is the stock market needs some milk and some help. Bitcoin, cryptocurrency, basically same thing. Gold and silver, those are the ones that's doing good so far. Until they take out weekly and daily lows, they still good shape. All right. And look, Nasdaq's not taking out highs. Okay, this even over here, she failed to take out this high 1, 2, 3, 4 days. Then she dumped, comes back up 1, 2 days with a bearish engulfing combination, rejection again. You got multiple rejections of the all-time high, get slammed down. Then you fail to take out swing highs. Okay, you come reject. Even over here, it looked good. Oh, look, a big green candle. They come in just to get slapped the next day. That's what they do. Sometimes they'll break a level and then it immediately comes back down for all the people, the breakout traders. That's why when something breaks out, you're better off waiting for a retest. Only time you're a breakout trader is if you're trading with the trend. Okay, you want to breakouts work better when you trade with the trend. And even that, you gotta have a crazier stop loss because you want to buy a big green candle. Okay. So quick little analysis on everything that you need to know about the market at the moment. All right. So yeah, that's it. YouTube will be back. Okay. I'm gonna start giving more content. My bad for the wait. Price Action Warriors is here. We ain't going nowhere. If you want to learn more, click the link, become a warrior, learn how to execute, know when to get in and out of the market. Okay. Take care, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you.